What do we have here? What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Emily Linge covers the Logical song by Supertramp. I was like 100% sure in my head that I had reacted to one song by Supertramp, looked it up on my channel, didn't find it. Went to my other channel, GeorgeTheCloud Classics, highly recommended, didn't find it either. So I don't know, I was tripping, what I was dreaming, but I guess I have not reacted to Supertramp ever, and that is concerning, you might add. So let me take a look at the group really quick here. Where a British rock band formed in London in 1970, marked by the individual songwriting of founders Roger Hodgson and Rick Davies. The group were distinguished for blending progressive rock and pop styles. Huh. The Logical song appears like #1 on here, so it is probably one of their biggest hits. I don't know if I have heard it ever. Doesn't ring a bell, but we're about to find out. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Special shout out to Brad. Thank you for the coffee. I appreciate it. And if you guys would like to support my music journey, please check out my Patreon over here. It makes a big difference. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. And let's begin.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. And all the birds in the trees, well, they'll be singing so happily, oh, joyfully, oh, playfully, watching me. But then they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, logical, oh, responsible, practical. And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable, oh, clinical, oh, intellectual, cynical. There are times when all the world's asleep, the questions run too deep.
The change of key.
Such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. I said, now watch what you say. They'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, oh, fanatical, criminal. Oh, won't you sign up your name? We'd like to feel you're acceptable, respectable, oh, presentable, a vegetable. But at night, when all the world's asleep, the questions run so deep for such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am.
Very classical sounding.
But at night, when all the world's asleep, the questions run so deep for such a simple man. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. magical.
This song is so particular. I can tell you that I have heard it a long time ago, at least parts of it, as soon as she started with that type of like pattern. Dun 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 dun. That's what came back to me. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. I'm actually itching to check out the original song and video, but I won't. I'm gonna save it for a reaction to it, like I said, in the other channel. But I can't believe that I hadn't made the connection. I am rediscovering Supertramp. I had heard the name, but it's like I didn't know anything about it, and I thought it was like a female pop band from the 80s, just like completely out of the ballpark. And remembering the song, I'm thinking the singer, he has a great voice. It's very audible. You understand everything in his, pronunciation, his delivery, and the way this song is composed. There are so many little like things in here going on. The piano solo, that bass, I remember it as well. And it's just like a very entertaining, fun tune, I would say. But behind it, I think there's some seriousness, right? When he's trying to say like, they wouldn't let me be, or like as if there was some sort of pressure from, maybe like the public or the government, just people in general, pressure about like what you should think and what you should feel. I'm going to try to look up the meaning really quick, because I wanna get to the bottom of this. Even the title, the logical song, that's interesting. Okay, the logical song, Supertramp. This is something that I'm going to try to remember. So it is a deeply autobiographic. Man, can I speak today? Autobiographical song by Roger Hudson that explores the loss of childhood innocence, the pitfalls of a rigid education system, and the search for identity. Written about his teen years in boarding school, it critiques how society forces individuals to become logical and responsible adults, losing their inner magic and intuition in the process. Okay, I could see it. And actually, this could very much apply to Emily, who is, by all accounts, feeling the pressure, I must imagine, right? Growing up and, having this expectation of like, oh, you're like a child prodigy, right? Musically, and you have to keep that up. And it's almost impossible, I would say, right? So you just kind of have to let go of the people and the noise and social media and stuff like that, right? Because it just kind of builds up, especially when you're this young, right? A teenager. I think she just turned 18 recently, but she has been doing this for most of her life. And I can only imagine how she could relate to the song, thinking that, oh, she everything, now I have to be responsible, I have to be logical, and I have to keep this up. There's this certain bar that it may not even be people's fault. It's psychological, dun dun dun. But you put out a video, like a music video, and people are like, oh my god, this is amazing. The next one you put out, it kind of has to be just as good, if not better. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, maybe you're not gonna lose too many followers, but people are like, okay. And then the next song, and it just keeps going, going. Same with reactions, and same with anything else. There's always like that bar that you have to keep up with in modern times due to the, I would say, like the level of competition and how there's so much going on. I mean, you guys can see it on YouTube. So many musicians, so many reactors. You go to social media, everyone is trying to be a superstar and trying to be rich and, show off their Lamborghini in, the wealthiest places in Europe and stuff like that. It's like an illusion, but at the same time, if you're just growing up and you're a teenager, you're young and you don't know any better, you're gonna think, oh, this is the way I have to do it. So that's my take on this. I mean, I'm a little bit older now, so I kind of, just go my own path and do my thing. But this is a big deal for the new generation growing up with this technology. And so the song is, from back then, I imagine 80s. And so now we have to adapt it to modern times, right? What are the things that somebody growing up, in society, what are they worried about? What are they thinking about, right? As compared to, back in the day. If I have to take a guess here, I would say this came out dun 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 1978. I might have shown it when I looked up the song initially, but I didn't see it. I'm gonna guess 1978, just for fun, Released date 1979. Are you serious, guys? I am close. Um, I need to check out more from Supertramp because, like I said, the singer's voice is just like instantly. I hadn't heard the song in years and years, but it's like super vivid in my head. And I definitely want to, dive deeper into their catalog. So if you have suggestions, please comment down below. I mean, what can I say about Emily? Beautiful voice, some intricate parts on the piano there. Like I mentioned, it was at times it sounded like classical when she went on those little piano riffs or runs, and then it came back to the dun 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 dun. This is actually a song that I would wanna sing myself because like the vocals here, sure, they might be complicated because they're quick, they're fast, they're like, little sentences over and over again, but maybe it would work well in karaoke. I don't know. It also reminded me of Bo Burnham. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he has several songs out there, especially one called Welcome to the Internet, and it kind of follows a pattern like this one. I don't know if maybe Bo Burnham was inspired by this song or anything related to it, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, subscribe, and at the end do a flip. Till the next.